All right, and we're back, my friends. Thank you for standing by. And let me take a short break. I hear some noises. Let me step away for just another moment. Be right back with you. Jelly has brought one of my friends by. This is Khaki Cat. We've got 3 cats. We have a female gray tabby named Twiggy. We have a black male named Inky, though we call him Beans. On paper, his name is Inky, but really we call him Beans. And this is Khaki. On paper, his name is Khaki. We call him Mr. Pants. He is, he's the cat that shows up on the stream most often. Twiggy will basically never be on stream. Twiggy doesn't like me for whatever reason. We think that she is afraid of men in particular. I mean, she's pretty afraid of Jelly too, but she's really afraid of me. Beans is actually the most friendly cat, but he's very afraid to come down into the basement. Khaki doesn't really like being held all that much. He likes to wander and get into mischief. But he's the bravest cat. He's also a scaredy cat. He's a Mr. Scaredy Pants. But he's the most willing to go on adventures. He's very easily startled away from them. He's a complicated man. Usually you can hear him purring, but he's a bit too much in a investigation mode for purring right now, I think. But yeah, he's cute. He's a good little guy. I also need to give him back to Jelly though. So one more moment. All right. So we had a little bit of recovery. It's nice to spend some time with a friend and forget about Echo. So Contra Advance. Here we go. Greg, welcome in. Good to have you here. Greg's Retro Channel. So I played this a little bit on Monday. I made it up to stage 4. This has a save feature. I knew this had a... Oh no, it's the password system. We're not going to use any passwords. We're gonna take it. When I beat this game, I want to do it with a straight shot through the game. I don't want to use any passwords. I mean, I'm definitely going to be losing lives and using continues, but... I'm not going to avail myself of the password system. Oh no, that was foolish of me. We were actually doing pretty decently. Oh, I forgot you can hold down the button for auto... Every weapon comes with automatic auto-fire. I've been over here tapping the button. So my history with Contra, I'm pretty much a newcomer to Contra. I've only been playing the Contra games for a couple years. I haven't played all the series. I've only played the first handful of games in the series so far. I love Contra and Super C. They're like some of my favorite games. Contra 3 and Hardcore are alright. They're pretty good games. I don't love them like I do the 8-bit Contras. Contra Adventure is interesting, but not very good. And this game is kind of not very good. Maybe I'll warm up to it, though. Operation C on the Game Boy is also pretty good. It's kind of sluggish, but yeah, for a portable Contra experience, it could have been so much worse. This game is basically Contra 3 and Hardcore mashed up. It's mostly Contra 3 with a little bit of Hardcore filling in some gaps. And a little bit of Contra 3 missing. But, and it's a fairly competent version of those games, but with the more limited screen size, things get weird and frustrating a lot. And I feel like I really like the Game Boy Advance in general. I don't believe that should have been able to kill me after the boss started his death animation. I think I got robbed. I don't think that games ported to the Game Boy Advance are such a good idea as games made for it. I only played the two NES Contra games. Played the first one a ton of times in the 80s, Greg says, since it was one of my brother's favorite games to rent. Played Super C a couple times, though. Super C I like more. Super C is my favorite Contra game so far. I really like it. Suppose I probably should try some of the other games, since I do have the Contra collection on Switch. You should, Greg. Give them a go. They're different. They have a somewhat different feel to them, but they're definitely worth playing. Even though I sound kind of negative on them when I talk about them, just because I don't like them as much. They're definitely worth checking out. If there's anyone out there who loves Super C and you don't know, there's a game called Super Cyborg. It's an indie game, and it's basically a love letter to Super C. It's really good. Probably the best thing about Super Cyborg is it has really good bosses. The Contra games, and a lot of the Contra games, well, particularly the 8-bit games, the bosses are pretty weak. They're usually like really easily cheesable, it seems, but maybe the Super Cyborg ones are cheesable too, and I just don't know it because I'm not as familiar with the game, but it's got some pretty intense and tough boss fights, Super Cyborg. What am I doing? I just flat out forgot that was the end of the stage. Oh, I can't believe I did that. That was worse than my Echo gameplay. I'm gonna be flattened. That's a pretty good boss. It's goofy. Its animations are just silly, but the fight has got a lot of variety. Keeps you nervous. Not bad. This is going way better than it did on Monday so far. Those first two stages, I actually just had a lot of fun with those right now. Oh no! A game over there is probably the best thing that could have happened, since, like, if I was gonna lose a life, it might as well be a game over, because without that fire, life is bleak. You cannot jump around the enemy's projectiles in this version of this game. It's just impossible. This is gonna put us in a stunningly bad position for this here. Oh, why didn't he grab? Let's go. We can make it to a checkpoint if we try. Hope I didn't need that. I feel like this mini boss is a lot tougher on the GBA. that door will kill you and it's closing. It's quite bogus. Victory. That went really well. Alright, stage 4 is as far as I've been, and stage 4 is really hard on this version. I wasn't making any progress on it. I wasn't making any progress on this stage last night. Or Monday night. I can't blow those things up. I think you've got to have the homing missile there. But I don't know, because I'm going to want the fire for after it. It's hard to know. It's hard to know what's best. Come on. There's no way to get through here other than just bleeding all my lives away. I don't know what else to do. Oh, great. This level's as far as I got when I played the SNES version lately, Dynamite says. The first time I played it, I think the first night I played it, no, second night I played it, this level was my PB on the SNES version. First night I don't think I could get past stage 3. The boss of this stage is unbearable. I don't understand. These turrets here are lower to the ground on this version, and yet they're harder to hit. They're closer to you, and they're harder to hit. It's sickening. And this isn't even an arcade game, Greg says. It's definitely made with that arcade-style mentality, though. Konami wanted all of our imaginary quarters. Thought I was dead there. Come on. Why is everything impossible? You can't jump over that in this version? Get out of here. Had multiple streamers tell me this is easier and less crazy than hardcore, but it's night and day to me. I mean, a lot of us, we're all good at, we're all good at our own things, right? This game on hard mode is like virtually unplayable to me though. On like I can handle it on the SNES version of this. I can handle it on normal difficulty, but on hard mode I can barely make it to. I think stage 3 is my PB. Welcome back Tuesday. Tears of the Kingdom is done. GG to you. Done and close to 100% too, right? The Super NES game. So this is Game Boy Advance, Greg. This is Contra Advance. But it's made of, like, it's not an original game, Contra Advance. It's made of stages from Contra 3 and Contra Hardcore. Contra 3 has a difficulty selector. You have to beat it on hard to get the true ending, but I haven't been able to do that. This game, I don't think this one has a difficulty selector. When I beat it, it might unlock a hard mode. I don't know yet. I won't know until I beat it. If it does, I'm gonna cry. Only missed a single side quest apparently, but yeah, ignoring Koroks, I got just about everything. It's a good thing Cows doesn't come to the stream on Friday. She wouldn't like to hear any of this talk of ignoring Koroks. Yeah, only one weapon at a time in this one, and no bombs. So it's kind of stripped down. Frownie, where's Echo at? We're done with Echo for tonight. I made it through that level. And I got the password for the last stage, so next time we play it, we're going to finish it up. Well, probably not, but I'm going to play the last stage all night the next time I play it. Metaphorically, all night. I made it through that tube level. I was making it hard on myself. I was trying to dodge obstacles that I could shoot to destroy. I didn't know that, so I was making it way harder than it's supposed to be. You still have a long way to go with Tears, Greg? Me too. I thought I was getting close to being done with the exploring, but there's some pretty beefy side quests in that game. Oh, that's bogus. Oh, and he's not even dead. Cool. Let me just bleed all my lives away real quick. So mad. Oh, we made it through this stage so easily last time. What happened? Well, it's not going to be easy now. I hate trying to jump over projectiles in this game. It doesn't work. What was I supposed to do there? There was no option for avoiding damage. It just followed me inescapably. I hate this. We're not going anywhere this time. Yeah, no slides. Complete 180. Complete 180. I sailed right through this level without a care in the world on our last attempt, and now it's just everything is just as bad as it could possibly be. I miss Echo. I did run off the front of the train and kill myself on our first attempt. You know, Frownie isn't well when he says I miss Echo. I'm being a little overly dramatic, but I am really annoyed. Excuse me, how did that missile get through there? And that one? This is a bad game. I think this is a ColecoVision port. I do hate Echo, but I'm playing the Game Boy Advance port. Which is also terrible. It's actually easier in a lot of ways. It's harder in some ways, but it's easier in a lot because it gives you checkpoints that weren't in the original. But yeah, I found there's a Echo the Dolphin port on GBA, Greg, so I'm playing through it again. What's going on? Why can't I hit this thing? They severely nerfed the fire. Oh, cool. I'm glad that threw me into the trash. That felt nice. How come the GBA has better graphics than the Super NES? And other times it looks inferior? It's all up to the skill of the programmer, I guess. The GBA is visually technically superior to the Super NES. It's a 32-bit system, but its audio hardware is terrible, so it always sounds bad. Screen resolution is worse. Yeah. The thing is, it's just like... There's that too. And the thing is, with all the ports, instead of like... Because the GBA is widescreen, and then they would port Super NES games to it, and instead of increasing your visibility on the sides, they just cut off the top and bottom. So it reduces... Instead of increasing your horizontal visibility, they decided with the ports, oh, let's just destroy their vertical visibility, and so I don't think that ports onto the GBA are a good idea. And because it could technically handle a lot of games, it got a lot of ports. But they're awful frustrating, but they make for an awful frustrating way to play these games. hate this drill thing part. Yeah. Yeah, not a fan of that mini boss either. They took out the missiles. When it's climbing up the wall, it's supposed to fire missiles at you. And they took those out. And there's also some missiles that are supposed to come up from the bottom of the screen after that spinning mini boss. And they took those out as well. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm never going to beat this game. Because I just remembered there's a Ridley fight in this game. I'm never going to beat the Ridley fight in this version. Oh, what, Ridley fight? This isn't Metroid? They didn't care. Konami loves Ridley. They stole him for a lot of their games. They put him in this. They put him in Castlevania The Adventure. They kind of like Mother Brain too. They put Mother Brain in Contra Hardcore and Operation C. Only ported game on GBA I played was A Link to the Past. I did notice the top of the screen was cut. And the swamp dungeon, you couldn't see some of the hookshot targets on GBA. Gross. Screen resolution is worse. Doppelganger says, I am also worse. Oh, Doppelganger. I always thought Mother Brain was the Metroid version of Krang myself. Big Magnum is a Mother Brain ripoff, you're right. That I didn't know that was the boss's name, Big Magnum. Yeah, and look what they did. They took the initials, right? Mother Brain, MB, they just switched them. Big Magnum, BM. I don't know if I ever noticed that the guys that jump out of this thing are the Birdmen from Super C. I mean, they're the same guys that are right here in the level too, but I don't know. I never thought about them very much. See, because of the vertical crunch, this room is so much more compact, so these lasers that come out of the sky at the start are really hard to avoid. Well, here we are. I don't know how many continues I have. It can't be very many. So we probably won't be here for very long. It's hard to see any enemy projectiles in a lot of places in this game. See, how am I supposed to get through here? There's no way to get under that thing without taking damage. I refuse to believe it. I don't think you can jump over that either in this version. Cool. Oh, yeah, that was I had no continues left. Cool. I said I don't know how many continues I have left. The answer was 0. That's a sad answer. Homing gun feels like cheating. Can you imagine a Castlevania 4 port on GBA with Simon's gargantuan sprite? He would literally reach from the top to the bottom of the screen. I don't think there's enough vertical space even to contain his whole sprite. I really wish they had made that just because of how hilarious it would look. Every whip strike would be a screen clear. Deathless Stage 1, let's go. That's actually the second time we've done Stage 1 Deathless. You like New Super Mario Bros. On DS? Wait till you see. You know my name is Simon, the Castlevania reimagining. Nice. I think the spread gun is causing slowdown. Deathless Stage 2, let's go. Deathless Run lives. I'm not allowed to actually make anything. I ought to give Castlevania Chronicles another playthrough. See, look at that. How did that hit me? How in the world did that count as a hit against me? I was a mile over that projectile. This game is wrong and evil and stupid. Bottom and top of the screen connection issues? I never even thought about that. Cool. It's nice to bleed all my lives away. Oh, awesome. Boy, I hate this game. I have no idea why I died. Those enemies don't kill you on contact. They pick you up, so it couldn't have been contact with an enemy. I think I jumped too high off the top of the screen. He died because it was time to die. Why is this game so bad? I tell you what, playing this game makes me like Contra 3 a lot more, though. Like, when I see how bad Contra 3 could be, I like SNES Contra 3 a lot more. Oh yeah, this thing is impossible in hard mode in Contra 3. It is impossible because when it comes down, it doesn't just come straight down. It comes down and then it bounces at you a couple times. So you never know how far you have to get out of its way and if you're going to have enough room even. Ooh, it's brutal. This is going to be ugly. Trying to use this against these guys, I'm doomed. Hey, Arkanoid Addict, welcome in. Welcome to Contra Advance. Quite possibly my least favorite Contra game. hope you're having a good time. It's good to see you again. It's not stupid, it's advanced. I'm doing all right. Things have been going pretty good. Looking forward to the weekend. I think after the stream, Jelly and I are going to drive around town and look for yard sales. Hopefully we can find some good second-hand treasures. I almost never find video games going around to yard sales anymore. I pretty much to the point where I don't even hope for it, but I did find a couple Game Boy games last time we went out and about. They were all trash, but they were trash I didn't have, so... I think I answered your question before you asked it. No, you don't usually. I don't usually find video games when I go out and about. It's pretty rare nowadays. Used to be you'd find them pretty often, you know, like 20 years ago, but no, pretty much. Pretty much, no one ever has games out for sale, and when they do, they tremendously overvalue them. The people who are willing to sell video games at yard sales typically don't seem to be super educated about the hobby, and they tend to assume that all retro games are, you know, complete in-box stadium events. But you get really lucky. You get really lucky sometimes. Speculator market is strong, yeah. You get a little lucky sometimes. Man, what games have you been playing? We just finished up Alundra on the PlayStation 1. I beat that game last week. We're still doing Tears of the Kingdom. I played a bunch of horse games recently. The Let's Ride series on GBA. Those are all trash. Played through Plock and Donkey Kong Country. We did Cranky's Challenge in Donkey Kong Country. And lately I'm playing Echo the Dolphin and Wario Land 3. And this Contra game here are the big ongoing things. I think we'll do a Nintendo 64 game soon. It's been a while since I've played one of those. Don't know. Don't want to start too many things up at once, but Wario Land 3 is a lot of fun. I don't quite like it as much as Wario Land 2, but it's still pretty good. There is no way to get past that thing. I don't know if it's destructible or not, actually. I've never blown it up in the SNES game. In the SNES game, you just shoot that thing and it recoils and you can slide under it. But there's no going under anything when there's no verticality in the game. You can't jump over that either. That's an automatic death every time. Boy, I don't like this game. At our second continue? Second continue. Thank goodness we get to start back here, except I still don't think this guy is super beatable. Come on, I was under that missile. The missiles turn around? I never even knew that. This is impossible. Probably could have avoided that. Oh, get out of here. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. This guy? With no room on the screen? No! Oh my goodness. Yay, the nightmare is over. It's just beginning. There's an absolute trash 4 a.m. bar not far from me, Dynamite says, that still had a sit-down tabletop Arkanoid for at least 25 years. I think it's finally gone now. Oh, the sprint gun is bad. Oh no, it's not that bad. Well, I don't know. I probably won't keep it anyway, so... What am I supposed to do about that guy? They really nerfed that guy. They took his health away. They knew it was impossible with this screen. They took all of his health away. There was nothing to jump to. Oh, let's go. Finally, out of there. Oh. We get to see a new stage. Oh no, why did it have to be this one? No! Oh, why this one? I think that was it. I think that's all we get to see. Yeah, that was it. It was nice of them to retrieve that missile. Oh, this is miserable. I would say at least I'm getting a lot of practice at the early levels. You know, because I'd like to feel like I'm getting better at them, but I'm kind of not. I mean, I am getting a lot of practice, but I'm not really benefiting from it. It's kind of a roll of the dice, you know, how well I'm going to do at any given moment. Any love for Contra Shattered Soldier on PlayStation 2? Now there lies a master-only level Contra game, Dynamite says. I have not played it. I hear it's really good, though. I'm looking forward to it. I've got it in my collection already, ready to go. But I'm trying to do the Contra games sort of in order, so it's going to be a little while before I get to it yet. Oh, cool. 2 deaths. Ugh. I should just throw this whole attempt away. Look at that. The machine gun isn't strong enough to do anything when he stretches his neck out. It's just pure wasted time. I think I've got Legacy of War, Neo Contra, and maybe Contra Rebirth to do before Shattered Soldier. And then Contra 3 on Game Boy. I hope it's as good as I hear, though, because if it is, that might be one that I'll sink my teeth into and try to, like, do, like, you know, like Deathless and stuff. Or whatever challenges that it might hold. It seems like the spread gun is a lot better in this than it was in Contra 3. I feel like in Contra 3, I mean, like, its design is basically the same, but I think they upped its damage because I feel like the Contra 3 spread gun was really weak. We'll see. I'll judge myself. I want to learn about it by doing. take any more lives from me. I hate it so much. That is my fault. I'm still not happy about it, but I can't be upset by that one. I ran into that guy. Losing the fire. I hate losing the fire because that means I have to ride around on this thing. And that virtually guarantees a death. Cool, I can't get off of it. Awesome. This attempt's already ruined too. Wonder if I could do a no-death run of Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Wonder what the likelihood of pulling that off would be. Because you get a lot of health power-ups in that game. And you have to beat it in one continue. Oh, what do I want? Do I want the fire? Let's take the fire. Think that no death would be easy. Dying isn't the tough part about that game. This is true. The trouble, the big spider guy is the only part of the game where I really fear dying. Well, the big spider and the ants are the things that I really think have the best chance of, like, ending a no-death attempt. But yeah, almost all of my playthroughs, like, go down the tubes because I lose too many of the neighbors. The C weapon is very easily the MVP of this game. I love the fire on the Super NES, but it's the C weapon all the way on this one. I'm gonna give the sequel to Zombies a try. I have it, Ghoul Patrol, but I know I'm never gonna do it. Never say never, Dynamite. I've managed to clear all kinds of games I thought I'd never make it through. Gotta stop thinking in absolutes. I mean, we all, you know, we all talk like that, right? Like 12 times a night I say, I'm never gonna do this. I just usually like having someone there to be the opposite voice on my shoulder, you know, when I get stuck. I don't lose a life to these guys, we'll be okay. Never mind, it's all over. I don't know what they expect you to do about that. That fireball is impossible to jump over. And then that guy kills you as soon as he walks up and kicks you and kills you. There are so many places where I think that damage is seriously forced in a lot of places. Like, the only reason I don't get hit by him here is because I have respawn invincibility. I don't even want that spread gun. I'm just going to lose it anyway. Because this part here, I think, is controlled by RNG, you can seriously end up in situations where it's impossible to survive because the missiles get blown up in a bad pattern. But I think this boss is actually... I think this boss might actually be easier on this version than the SNES. I think you actually benefit from the wider screen by just a little bit. Because the first part, where those turrets at the top and bottom are firing at diagonals, I think you have more space to hide in the upper left and bottom left corner than you do on the standard TV. Might be wrong about that, but feels like it might be a little easier. Oh my goodness, why do these guys have so much health? Who's this guy? I remember him from hardcore, but the thing is, in this version, we have never seen this guy before. So it's just very weird. Of all the levels they could have included, I really wish they hadn't included this one. I think he's supposed to have another phase. I don't remember. I thought he was a 3-phase boss. I think they took out the middle phase. This is why I didn't want it to be this stage. Oh, they made him easy. Never mind. This might not be so bad. Homing missiles? Laser, spread. Let's go with the laser. Well, I wanted to go with the laser. Oh my goodness, look at that string he drew. So much easier. So much easier. I don't remember all this guy's attacks. I don't even know if that's... Oh, I probably have to duck under it. My continues. Quack. I don't know why we're quacking, but it seems appropriate. It's just, oh, it's the sound a duck makes, and you mentioned ducking. I did. It's really weird that they didn't give you the slide in this. I mean, they took so much stuff away from the game. Like, the slide would have been so easy to implement. It would have cost them nothing. They could have made our lives so much better. We're not allowed nice things. We really aren't. Konami is one of the greatest Hero to Zero stories ever told. Disagree. I really disagree. They don't want gamer money, they want pachinko money. I mean, even if they were still my problem is even if they were still making games, they wouldn't be making these kind of games. I mean, not that I like this one, but, you know, they wouldn't be making the kind of games I like. They'd be making, you know, generic, you know, AAA clone of whatever's successful with one of their IP painted over top of it. Like the God of War Castlevania games. Castlevania online multiplayer battle royale with light crafting. Onward and upward. Backward and downward. I got the fire power up, and I died so quickly that the spread gun that I dropped to pick up the fire was still there. And then absolutely every enemy killed me 1,000 times. Oh. You cannot. It is impossible to jump over projectiles. I hate this. I have the same problem with my cat. This is the part right here. After you kill that guy, typically a whole bunch of missiles fly up from the bottom of the screen and you have to wipe them out. It's not really like a shame that they're gone or anything, but it is just a difference I noticed. It's actually great that they're gone because you wouldn't have any time to react to them in this version. I think what makes the gameplay of this really frustrating is because of the reduced screen height, they have reduced your character's jump. I think that's why I have such a hard time with the projectiles, like jumping over them, is our character just simply doesn't jump as high as he should. And, you know, that's a huge problem. I don't know, it looks like he jumps pretty high, but maybe that's not it. They absolutely should have made the character smaller, though. For the screen with less vertical space, they should have redrawn the sprite to make this guy tinier. Why is that thing not dying? Yes, far too much of Konami's porting department. Redrawing the sprite would mean paying someone else. Hey, Persephone, welcome in. Thank you for the wheel. We can give that a spin. Hope you're doing well tonight. I really hope this does not land on sunflower seeds. Hey, that's just fine. That's some kind of sauce. What is it? Fiery habanero? purple is Fiery Habanero. Marie Sharp's brand, gold label, Fiery Habanero pepper sauce. That I can take. Make sure it's really shaken up. Hopefully I don't spill this. Oh yeah. Ooh. That's good. That's a good amount of heat. That's like... It's definitely a kick, but it's still, like, enjoyably hot. We got Fiery Habanero pepper sauce, Persephone. There's Marie Sharp's brand. I haven't landed on that in a while. It's supposed to be, of the sauces on the wheel, it's supposed to be the least hot, but I don't know about that. I frequently think it's hotter than the Belizean sauce. Hey, Duck Something, welcome in. Hope you are well. It's good to have you back with us. My favorite brand just put out a hot sauce I'm thinking of getting. Could I ask what that might be? And how hot is it supposed to be? Like insanely hot or pleasantly hot? I am also known as the least hot, Derbalganger says. Surely that is not true. I'm dead. That attack is just an instant kill. Banned, not brand. Oh. Yeah, my mistake. Say it's like 7 out of 10 hot. I don't know if you can handle it. Could be a little up there. Not as bad as it could be, but probably, you know, nothing to laugh at. Probably alright if you put it on the right kind of thing. I mean, if you just eat it like I do, plain with a cracker, it might have a bit of a strong kick. No! Oh, I'm a fool. What's an orange carrot flavor? Oh, it should be sweet then. Oh my goodness, I've never dodged that attack before. In this game, you can actually go under it if you are quick enough. And the blue guy isn't paying attention. I didn't think I was going to escape that. Why'd you choose the GB over the SNES version? I've already played the SNES version, so I thought it would be fun to do another version of it. I'm not great at the Super NES version, but I've beaten it a handful of times. And so I just wanted to see what this was like. It's way worse. It's way worse in this version. It makes me appreciate the SNES one more. The SNES version's a good game. I don't love it, but it's by no means a bad game. And it's grown on me a lot too. Like, I really love the 8-bit Contras. The 16-bit Contras, though, I just like. This one I don't really like very much at all, this, the GBA version, but I'm going to suffer through it anyway. I don't want to let it beat me. I heard this was just a pure downgrade, pretty much. Yeah, it's kind of hard to speak of anything really in its favor. I mean, I don't think it does. I can't think of anything it does better than the Super NES game. It's cool that it's got hardcore levels mixed into it. It's cooler on paper than it is in reality, but Contra 4 is my favorite. That's the only one that I don't know that I'm going to be able to play. I can't do, I mean, I can play it off stream, but I don't have any way of streaming DS games. I've only played the early games in the series. I'm still working my way through it. I'm kind of a latecomer to Contra. I just started playing Contra games a couple years ago. I like the original, and especially Super C. I love Super C. That's one of my favorite games. Oh, the homing bullets are so good against those. Do you eat scorpion peppers? I mean, I don't eat the pepper itself raw, but I have had I have had things with scorpion pepper in them. That's like the third hottest pepper in the world, I think. Second or third. Next step's just eating the pepper raw. Maybe someday. I don't know. That might be a little too extreme for me. I like spicy stuff, and I like really spicy stuff. But I'm very much only human. I've seen people eat some of those crazy hot peppers on the internet. I don't know if that's an experience I could make it through. Let's continue. Bogus. Super bogus. No. Ah, that was all my fault. Oh. What a night. What a night it has been. Also doing good, Persephone says. Went out and photographed a concert last night. Right on. I hope you had a good time with that and got some really good shots. I think we might wrap it up here, though, my friends, actually. I'm sorry to do that when a couple people have just come in, but we're hitting the 6 a.m. mark. I'm kind of thinking about calling it a night for tonight, my friends. We made progress. I made it further in this game. We got to the end of stage 5. Didn't clear it, but that is progress. We'll play this some more. But yeah, I think we will find another stream and raid out, my friends. It's been a pretty good time. We made a huge chunk of progress in Echo. We got up to the final stage, like where we need to be. So that puts us in a good position for a lot of pain and suffering when we pick that one back up. When we pick that one back up next week, which we certainly will. We'll also play this next week. I usually don't stream on Saturdays, so I wouldn't expect to see me tomorrow night. There's a slim chance, but I don't cancel any of your plans for it. It's very unlikely. I'll probably be back Sunday night, Monday at the latest, and hopefully every or most nights next week. Schedule will go up in the Discord as usual. We should be playing Tears of the Kingdom, Echo on Game Boy Advance, Contra on Game Boy Advance, and Wario Land 3 are the big projects we're currently doing. And if we finish something up, we might throw something else in there too. But those 4 games at a minimum are what I would expect to see. I'm going to send us over in the direction of Sarconius. Sark is a retro streamer, does a lot of retro achievement hunting, and takes on tough challenges. I'm not really sure what he's playing tonight. I don't recognize it by the look of it. It looks like maybe a PlayStation 1 type game. Something of that era. Early 3D polygon type stuff. Sark's stream isn't super family friendly. It's nothing sort of outrageous, but you will hear mature language and occasional conversation topics. Just a heads up. I think you'll find if that is not an absolute deal breaker for you, you will have a good time over there, my friends. So I'd encourage you to come along. Thank you very much, once again, though, for being here with me. I really appreciate you keeping me company. These games are kind of rough. That's putting it mildly in Echo's case. But good company really helps, and we've made great progress in both. Be well. Have a great weekend. And hopefully I'll get to enjoy your company again very soon, my friends. But we're all out of stuff to do for tonight. It's time to head out, so let's go on an adventure.